Welcome everyone to Mystics Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons joining us from Care First Arena. Cardell Dudley Jr. is back from pregame. Wilson Tarpe Jr. and Ray, you were in the building with Golden State. They came into DC, cooled off the Mystics 62-49. Your thoughts on this one, and then Cardell, some of the things you laid out. Can't wait to hear what you thought of it after Ray.
Yeah, man. Defensive clinic, especially in the second half from the Valkyries. The Mystics, they couldn't get anything going. And they naturally have turnover issues. So playing a sound defensive team like this, that's just going to be amplified. And on top of that, the Mystics weren't able to turn the Valkyries over. So yeah, they just inept offensively. Shot 30% from the field, 13% from three, 3 for 24, and that's typically an area where the Mystics usually have a control on. If the three's not falling, they just don't. They just look elsewhere when their strength offensively is inside anyway. But they were just taking what they could get tonight, and they had to because the way the Golden State was swarming defensively, it wasn't too many options. Also, the fact that they were struggling so much offensively, they didn't dominate in the areas that they typically do to give them the advantage in games. Like points in the paint, the Mystics won that battle, but it was 30-24. That's the area where they need to convincingly beat their opponent on a regular basis. Given that most of the offense is generated from the inside and their shots weren't falling tonight from outside. So the fact that area was close and they turned the ball over and couldn't shoot. Yeah, this is the type of game you get. But shout out to the Valkyries, man. We've seen what they've been doing since they've been in the league. And this year they're just ramping it up. Caitlin Chen, man, she she had the game high, but her and Tip Hayes, they was just having their way. Nobody on the Mystics defensively could stay in front of them or deter them from doing anything they wanted to do. And that was the offensive punch the Valkyries needed on top of their defense to kind of, separate things in the second half. But yeah, this was one of them games where Mystics just couldn't do anything right.
You guys tuned in there in pregame. Those are a couple of the culprits that Cardell listed ahead of the game. But Cardell, the floor is yours.
We're in an era where people feel like defense is optional. It's not the emphasis to try to win these days. And Coach Nakazi, she's telling people I ain't with all that, man. We're going to see about that because that's defense damn sure won this game. Defense won this game. Lord, I'm still just amazed that the Mystics, they only scored 16 points in the entire second half. 16 points. That's what I spoke about in pregame, just how ferocious the Valkyries defense is, man. They're the number one defense in the league for a reason. They don't shoot the ball well outside three-point range and the free throw. They don't shoot well overall from the field. They don't have like stout one-on-one players outside of maybe Burton, Gabby if she has it going or whatever. Tiff Hayes, she's a little bit past her prime, no disrespect, but if she was in her prime, she would be one. And then everyone has games where they turn back the clock. So she on her game, she can be one. But they ain't had on defense, man. And they made the Mystics look like they made them look like a college team at times. It's like this the pro level, y'all still in college. It's levels. One thing, spoke about you can't turn the ball over. Well, that's the norm for any team, but especially against them because they don't turn it over. So that literally was the difference in the game. The Mystics turned the ball over 17 times. The Valkyries scored 14 points off those turnovers. They lost by 13. See what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, the Valkyries only turned the ball over 6 times. Washington only scored 6 points off of those. So you didn't even get a bucket off of each turnover. It was just they got back and stopped it most of the times. It's a defensive. It's just, the way they play defense is actually fun. It's refreshing to see. just to have everybody on the string like that. And it gives them a chance to, even though they're not the most potent offensive team in the W, it gives them a chance where all they really need is a good run, and then they're gonna knock you out with it because you can't get nothing consistently against them. I don't think people were paying attention enough to the fact that they swept the Dream, who I feel is a contender. Like, again, we're not even at All-Star break yet, and they swept the Dream already. They went. It doesn't matter. They beat them on the West Coast. They came east and beat them at their crib. That's some, and the Dream are loaded with a lot of talent. That should tell you something. That tells you, like, if they really on their game, it can get bad. And that's what you saw. Also, I was saying you got to look out for the reserves. This team goes deep. It's not just the starters. It's not just, the top three: Burton, Gabby Williams, Salon, and all that. I'm not, the three leading scorers. They go deep, and you saw it tonight. You saw the bench production, bench points. Golden State Valkyries 39, Washington Mystics 13. That's another big wide gap of why the Valkyries won, man. So, and the wild thing is the Mystics won a rebound about a 41-30. Only got 7 second chance points out of it. So even in that regard, the Valkyries are alert. And even when they got beat on the boards, they got back on defense. So if it was an offensive rebound, they shut it down, man. So just a defensive clinic, man. Like I said before the game, this was gonna be a good test to see how much they grown up. They still got a lot of growing to do because outside of Erie Finn, nobody really showed up. Lauren, to a point, to a certain point, she played decent, was pretty efficient, 7 to 5 and 16 minutes, nothing to sneeze at. But everybody else looked like they was just deer in the headlights. Like, what the hell is? It was like sometimes they looked like it was 10 players on the court trying to defend them, and it was just, and they didn't know what to do, man. So I knew it would be tough without Sonya, but regardless, man, they just didn't get enough to even make it close. Look, last thing, the Valkyries shot 35% from the field, 17% from deep. They were 4 for 4 from the free throw line. They didn't get a lot of free throw attempts, and they still won by 13. That tells you all you need to know, man. It was Clamp City tonight.
Is up on the screen, player of the game for y'all.
I guess you can kind of chin, man.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't nobody really getting it in.
Yeah.
14, 6 and 9. 6 and 9. Yeah. 4 assists, plus 14. What else can you say?
Xfactor for the night.
Valkyrie's defense.
I was gonna say I was gonna accept Valkyrie's defense as player of the game. That was acceptable there as well. It was a hell of a showing on that end of the floor. Go figure that end of the floor really matters. You're trying to win. All right. We have one comment from Carlos Roberts. Appreciate you. Golden State series, very well coached. Yep.
Yes, they are.
Extremely well coached. Again, that's why they're at the top of the league. That's why since last year when they popped up on the scene, they shocked the league. And so last year wasn't a fluke. This is step 2, and it's looking even more real. And I don't want to see step 3 if somebody accidentally puts something over there that cures their offensive woes. Like, they're so nice on defense. They're cool if they get someone who can just play ball offense, but like, they're loaded. They're that tough on defense.
Well, they're only a game out of first place,
which is nuts. Golden State is a tough team for you. Those shooting percentages are nuts. But again, in pregame, what'd you say, Curtis? You can't turn the ball over against this team. This is a ball control football offense. Don't turn the ball over. You're not getting it back. They're not going to give it to you. Golden State is a tough team.
2000 ratings.
I ain't got to score. Just hold the ball so we can rest. You got to score. Just hold the ball so we can rest. Golden State is a tough team for a young squad. You have to have guards and wings that can go get it. They will shut down the system. They will shut the system off like the horn set. And they tough for everybody. They take everything away from everybody.
Yeah, man.
And just a young team, old team, veteran team.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Nah, man. It ain't about age with them. They just got on the court.
Cardale point.
They're like, we playing them, all right, and clamps.
To Cardale's point, what they did to Atlanta last week, nuts. That was a hell of a haymaker last week. Supposed to be big game, 2 consecutive teams. Sweat, like Cardale, what do you say? Sweat before All-Star break.
Sweat before the All-Star break. Ryan Howard. 2
of those games were in yet.
Alicia Gray, Angel Reese.
they might have broke Atlanta because they ain't looked the same since.
Man.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go back to this point. Like
right. Got them about to fight, but now they got them out of character. And the Mystics, the Mystics, they're not even at the point where they can even fight back to the point where they can play the mind game with them. Like, y'all not even ready. They play the mind game on, it might have been single digits the whole game because, man. And think about it, they did that to them at their crib. Imagine if it was our Golden State.
They went to Atlanta and turned off all the water in the building. Shut down their city. Yeah, man, you gotta take them serious, man. Like, you just have to. But credit to them, hell of a team. This is why I felt like we had to beat Atlanta because of when Atlanta was coming off. Those 2 clearly destructive losses to Golden State. But for Washington, got to see if they can bounce back. There's only 1 game. This would have been their second 3-game win streak of the year had they won. They did not, so 2-game win streak is snapped. I think they're back to 500 once again. And it's up to them. I think come Sunday, they'll be home, I think, for Seattle, to host Seattle. See if they can get back over 500 yet again. So, that's the challenge for Washington. They keep making strides over 500, slip back under 500. And this is the game we've been dealing with this far. But hell of a job by Golden State tonight. If you're going to win a rock fight, that's how you win a rock fight. Decidingly winning a rock fight is crazy. Credit to them. But we will see you guys Sunday afternoon when Washington hosts Seattle.